Welcome to Totally Talent Podcast by HR.com, your go-to source for all things talent. Whether you're looking for expert insights on high-volume hiring, the latest trends in recruitment technology, or strategies for building a winning team, we've got you covered. Join us for each episode as we dive deep into the challenges and opportunities shaping the talent landscape today. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, it's another edition of Totally Talent. I'm your host, Mike Wood, with your favorite HR.com podcast that you've ever heard. And I'm very excited because Mary Faulkner is here from IAHR. Mary, hello.
Hi, Mike.
How are you? Are you excited? It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
It's Thursday, last day of the show.
Yeah, Thursday, last day of the show. We're still here. We're still trying to figure out what's happening. But you've been to these conferences for a long time, right?
Yeah, this is probably my sixth.
So I want to hear, because this is unfiltered opinion stuff. What's your general takeaway on where HR tech is right now, like in terms of what the companies are doing?
What's interesting to me is, obviously the whole AI thing is continuing to just consume the entire.
That's artificial intelligence, right?
I thought it was Al, but apparently it's different. But obviously there's a lot of promises being made, and we're starting to see. A couple of years ago, it was more of just like, if you didn't have AI in your name, don't even bother coming. Companies that didn't even have any AI were like, we'll figure it out. And now you're starting to see some of the functionality really be applied within the platforms, but there's still a lot of promises being made that companies are kind of, their potential clients are questioning, is this possible? Can we do it? Are we even ready? Do we have a point of view on it? So it's been an interesting mix this year in terms of, people have been sent to learn more about AI, but they don't necessarily have a point of view of how we're going to use AI. So, when we were talking to some of our clients and some of the companies we've talked to, we said, go with use cases. Go to the show thinking, I have this problem. I want to see if AI could solve it, versus I'm just going to see if there's AI and AI is going to solve everything.
Or, my CEO says we need AI.
Yeah,
I need to find something with AI in it.
Glad you said that, because that is happening.
Yeah.
And I get it. So what I'm hoping we see is that it's less about the AI and more about the problem, and AI could be a solution.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that this AI trend kind of goes the way of mobile optimized. And it's just, everybody is like, it's just a given.
It's like SaaS, we're in the cloud.
But what I'm seeing here, and just like all the different vendors and stuff, it's clear they're all trying to go for the same finish line of like the Workday paradox model. They're all trying to get to that point. Frontline hiring is everywhere.
Yes.
But the dystopian fear that I have with everything that's going on in the world is that it's weird. We have all these companies here that are championing getting rid of employees and replacing them with AI. And it boggles my mind, because the new flex now is I have less employees.
Yeah.
And everybody, I feel like we're all just kind of marching like happily to the gallows.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. So we think about this quite a bit, actually, because the promise of AI was, we'll free up capacity to do more things. But what we're seeing is that jobs are getting cut or people are losing their jobs. Maybe the job doesn't go away, but rather than taking the time to actually upskill their current employees, like, we're moving so fast, we have to get this in, we're just going to go hire people who know how to do it. So people are getting displaced because they didn't get upskilled because the company wanted to move too fast. I think there are jobs that are just not going to come back. That's just the reality of it. And it just sucks for some people. And I hate that that's the case, but we need to be a little bit more honest that that's the case and plan for it. So if that's going to happen, if jobs in my company are not going to come back, there are jobs that are out there that we need to start creating, get people ready to do in development, invest in that true upskilling. And term reaction, though.
Yeah. Hopefully it evens out.
I think it'll even out, but I also think it's going to boomerang.
You're preaching to the choir.
I think so my husband, hi Ryan, he's
a fan of the show.
He's a fan of the show. Long-time listener, first-time caller. So he works in software development. So he's a coder at heart. Yep. And so he's been playing with it. He's like, AI, let's see what it does. Puts in the prompt, gets code back, and on the surface, the code looks great. He has spent more time fixing bad AI code than it would have taken him to write it himself. Yes. It will get better. It will continue to get better. But unless you have those people who can look at the AI output and say, that's not quite right. We need to tweak it. AI is going to be useless. Same thing with content. You've got all these people who are creating these articles. Yeah, great. The articles are great. But then you start to read it and it's like, oh my gosh, that doesn't sound like us, or it's repeating things. It sounds like everybody else's article. So you still need somebody on the other end of that output who has the intelligence and the knowledge and the experience to make it relevant.
Context.
You need the context. So Adam Savage from Mythbusters, big fan. And
big fan of the podcast.
Big fan of the podcast. On his tested channel on YouTube, he said, AI does not have a point of view. And I love that saying because it doesn't. It tells you, like, oh, you want me to do this?
It's going to tell you the common perception.
It's going to average out everything that's out there. So it's, we hate the term best practice. There's common practice. AI is basically an amalgamation of best practice everywhere. It will eventually generate, but it's going to generate based on what we have already done. It's a fantastic tool. AI was a great addition to some of the work that's happening. But if we think that it's just going to go out and create the next sonnet and it's going to be perfect, that's a problem.
It's a great analogy.
We should be using AI to supplement and get rid of some of the automation so that we can do the big things. But look at what we're using it for. We're using it to create funny images. We're using it to write songs. Like that's
to make webinar abstracts. Guilty. Like the stuff you don't care about.
Right.
So the automation in hiring is essentially like what I'm looking at is all this frontline hiring is like, it's fantastic with the automation point if you don't really care about who you're hiring. You're just trying to get someone in.
One thing I will say, especially with frontline high volume hiring, it's a lot. I mean, these recruiters, bless you, you are like 50 plus recs. And I get it. I mean, I worked with some recruiters that they had 150 recs. And that's a lot of open recs.
My wife's a recruiter for high volume in the healthcare space, and I hear about it all the time.
So what AI can help do is help kind of at least do that initial cut. And not cut in terms of, we're not even going to talk to those people, but at least help you think of it as like data analysis. Based on what's come in, I'm going to raise up those that meet the criteria that you're saying. But you as the recruiter, now you have a little bit of more context and you're not just reaching into the bin of people and hoping you pull out the right person. You've got a tool that's helping you do that. I get that. I don't want to see it making decisions. I don't want to see it overly guiding. So where it will be interesting to see where I think it's going to be some really cool things on the automation side. Recruiters don't want to schedule. Scheduling is the number one.
Automate the hell out of that.
Let even like the candidate experience level of, I just want to know how things are going, or I want to look.
Or let them get through the screening part before they actually talk to the hiring.
When they need to actually talk to a human being, that human being is prepared, is focused. They're not being pulled in 15,000 different directions. I love it for that kind of application. But I worry that AI will make some recommendations and an overburdened, overcapacity hiring manager is going to be like, yeah, that's fine.
So I wanted to get your opinion about content nowadays, because you're one of the first people that you had a blog when I was back at WorkHuman, and I highlighted your voice because you were a real person.
Hi, WorkHuman robot.
Yeah, WorkHuman robot. But you were real, and now I feel like we're like there's all these different parts of society, and they're all mirroring each other. So you go on to LinkedIn, and you see all the generated crap that is all the same thing, and so you tune it out.
Yeah.
You go to the startup pavilion over here and you have 10 vendors that have almost the exact same product. It's like they all went to the same Stanford school, and they're all doing the same pitch. And so at the end of it, there's no individuality or something. You're exhausted.
Yeah.
So I think what's going to come forward is like, I need to see the companies that are actually innovating and not just trying to do the status quo.
Well, I think innovation, yes. And just as a hint, we were chatting about this beforehand. Some of the innovation is going to become, how are you using the tool? So it's not necessarily the technology itself, it's how you're going to deploy. But we've actually been talking about this. I do this because my colleagues over there. We've been talking this as a team, though, where we think companies are going to be able to stand out is, are you authentic?
Yep.
Are you just saying, we're people and this is how we work? We're not perfect. It's not going to be the perfect content. But we're going to actually sit down and talk to you and have a conversation. I mean, that's Plug My Company. But one of the big reasons why we've found success is because we take the time to build relationships with people.
Yes.
The companies that take the time, yes, there's automation, leverage the technology, but You can only leverage it if you know why you're leveraging it. You can only leverage it if you've taken the time to talk to the person on the other side who's trying to solve a problem and say, we think this will work for you and here's why. We've seen this. Some of the things work, some of the things don't work. Don't overpromise. Just that really authentic human voice. That's going to be the differentiator going
Love
forward.
it. I love it because I think we're going to go through a period of stagnation the next couple of years, and then they're going to be like, there's so much garbage out there. I need a real voice. To me, it's like customer service when you call up the doctor's office, like press 1, whatever. You just rage click or rage like to the operator. I want to talk to a real person.
You need some help.
I do. I'm sure. Hopefully not everybody's doctor's office is like mine with like 10 people.
I'm one of those people that if I don't have to talk to a human being for certain things, love it. Give me an option. I won't order food if I have to call a person. I'm so not an extrovert.
You're not an extrovert. You're a friendly introvert.
No.
Not friendly. Okay.
No, I'm an introvert that my need to tell you you're wrong.
Okay. All right. It conquers the anxiety.
Not a good. No, but but it's that ability to, we talk about hyper-personalization all the time. I don't want to talk to a person. You might want to. So what's the mix? What's the right mix?
It depends on what it's for.
Yeah, it depends on what it's for. And we talk about that a lot of times when you're looking at like a shared services organization.
Yep.
You're trying to figure out how do we build efficiency and automation? How do we get more self-service driven in it? All great things. Employee satisfaction tends to go up when they have more self-service, but there are times when a person needs to talk to a person. We think about going out on leave. You have a medical leave. You're having a baby. You had something. You're a caregiver, and you got to figure out what are my rights as a caregiver to make sure my job is like, those are things that you want to talk to a person about. So, using automation, using AI and the tooling to free up resources to spend quality time with an employee who needs the help versus I got an average handle time that I got to hit, get off the phone, get off the phone, get off the phone. So I think I'm hoping that as we figure out the best ways to integrate technology into the human experience, it will actually enhance the human experience.
So I got to end on a fun question.
Oh,
I know since you're from the Denver area, you come to Las Vegas actually.
I do.
Outside of conferences.
I do, believe it or not.
With Ryan.
I do.
Fan of the show.
Fan of the show.
What are some things that are, so I'm always stuck in the Mandalay Bay, Luxor area.
Yeah.
What are some things that you've enjoyed seeing? I know because you see shows and stuff, like what are your favorite things that you've done?
We do. So we used to always love the old school Cirque du Soleil, like the Arcana show at Aria, where it was just like circus acts. Loved it. Our top one that we ever saw for Cirque du Soleil was at Treasure Island, believe it or not. We've seen that one twice. Other things. So if you're coming to the Las Vegas area, we did the Hoover Dam tour one time.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, it's one of those things of like,
damn dam in the world.
Damn big dam. But it was a really cool tour because this is like, where am I going to go see a big giant dam? So that type of stuff is really cool. Obviously, there's great food.
Have you been to the Grand Canyon?
I've driven by the Grand Canyon.
Okay. Do not go to the Indian side of the Grand Canyon. There's like a U.S. side and an Indian side. The Indian side is like privatized. You have to pay $20 to take a bus like 2 feet. And then you go out on the walkway, the glass walkway.
Oh, the glass walkway's on that side.
Yeah. You go on the glass walkway. And I was there in like 2009. And they were like, you can't take pictures because the glass will break. And I'm like, I'm standing on this over.
And the glass is breaking.
Yeah, the glass is going to break from a picture on my phone.
Obviously. I've heard good things about helicopter tours. I've not done one yet.
I did one years and years ago. It was great.
Too, but I've heard good things about that. Honestly, we're shoppers. Not necessarily buying stuff, but we're just like, let's go. Because in Vegas, so top tip for those of you who've never been to Vegas, they are going to treat you like you're a billionaire because they have no idea if you have money. So walk into every single store. Doesn't matter how out of place that you think that you are. They just assume if you're in that store, you're a potential buyer. And they will give you a VIP treatment every time.
So I actually did that a little bit at HR Tech here. Amy was walking around, and she's my coworker, and she's walking around with a binder of stuff and following me. I looked like the most so important. We're just walking together, and like people are like, someone stopped me like, "Are you Mike Wood?" I'm like,
Mike Wood.
Mike Wood. Except no invitation, but yeah, it's all appearances. So anyway, I want to thank you for your time. It's super early on Thursday, but thank you for stopping by. It's always good to see you.
Thanks, Mike. Always talk to you.
And thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in to the Totally Talent podcast by HR.com. We hope you find today's episode insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to explore more episodes and discover valuable resources at HR.com/podcasts, where you can listen to all of our podcasts. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and making a difference in the world of talent.